Good morning, everybody. Dave in Kentucky. Yep, back again for another shave. Had one on a day I don't normally do it because I had one I was trying to do a review on and a chance to use it. I was waiting on the Diamondback, my last video. But this is back to the regular time on a Sunday that I would do my shave on a Sunday or Monday. 4:30ish Sunday morning, not sleeping. Power popped off, then back on, got the dog and everybody going, and I'm not getting back to sleep, so might as well get going. I got something in the mail yesterday, so you probably saw it in the thumbnail. It was a razor that came out. I think it was called the Stinger or something, and yeah, I should have looked it up before I started the video here. But a lot of discussion. It was connected to charcoal goods, and people were kind of curious. Is like it just something didn't look legitimate about the website and stuff, and it didn't look like anything charcoal goods would produce. So people were, oh, someone's hacked into his website or this or that. Anyway, all kinds of theories going until finally there was a post on DFS, and I'll read this to you. And the company now is Everyday Shaving, and so this is what the post. I'll just read it real quickly. Everyday Shaving is legit. This is Brian Twilley, owner of Charcoal Goods. Everyday Shaving, and of course my larger B2B machine shop. As most of you are aware, I retired the Charcoal Goods brand at the beginning of 2023 as it had become a distraction to my larger machining operations. Boo! Sorry, had to throw that in there. Anyway, so yeah, he had closed shop on Charcoal Goods. Prices on those in the secondary market went ridiculous. Wishing I'd kept my last one. I was just looking at trying to get another one. I had a level 2 with the Stinger handle, the original V1, which had the honeycomb designs on the handle and the little bumblebee. Anyway, before I could acquire another one, things went crazy price-wise. Anyhow, he says that hasn't changed. However, I needed a simple project for the guys to keep the machine spindles turning in between big jobs. So obviously Charcoal Goods razors, it was a side gig for him. It got to be too big and a distraction from his main business, but he wanted something just to be able to keep the machines going and used in downtime. He said, I designed this new razor so that it could be manufactured on a single milling production pallet, and the razors can be assembled while other machines were running. At a target price of $95 US, it's a good little razor. Plus, it's a dual comb design, so you get a mild and medium razor in one. Dual comb was always the single most requested feature for the Charcoal Goods razors. And I'll throw out there, if you look at this razor, it doesn't look like typical razor you would be seeing a three-piece design or whatever. And so we'll go over the razor and take a look at it. But to me, $95, way overpriced. When I saw it, I was like, yeah, no way, not for me. Timeless at 50, 55 bucks or whatever is a much better price point for an aluminum razor, which is aluminum. But that's a side thing. That's why I didn't jump on and picking one up. Anyhow, so the website, the branding, marketing, and order process is outsourced. So it's not a distraction for them. Beyond designing the razor and telling the team to sell 200 a month, I'm largely not involved. If they start hitting my sales target on a regular basis, I'd consider offering different options or bringing back some of the Charcoal Goods design. So he's saying, buy enough of these and maybe I'll do more. Says it looks like the current price is set at $35. That got my attention, which is about the same price as a Merkur 23C. The temporary low price has something to do with Google shopping ads ranking and will slowly creep back up to $95 as the product gains advertising auction share. There is some sort of strategy there. I don't quite understand that, but above my pay grade. Says the target market is 18 to 44-year-old men, which is basically 0% of this forum. He was on DFS posting this. He said, but if you like the Charcoal Goods level 1 or the everyday model, you'll probably like the new razor. The magnets work pretty well and give it a wow factor. Brian Twilley, aka Charcoal Goods. So let's get into looking at the razor itself now. My shave today is going to be with, here I have a puck of the Charcoal Goods. Let's throw this light on, by the way, too. Sorry about that. Hopefully it'll help as I'm showing the razor some. Soap is a Colgate cup soap, I believe. We're going to top things off with Chiseled Face Ghost Town Barber. And new to me, and actually it was brand new, not used, but in the secondary market I picked up this Whisker Disco in an eagle shape. And so that's what we're going to whip things up with. We have a Wizamet Super Iridium, and this is what came in yesterday. So very inexpensive packaging. I know that's just the packaging for the box to be shipped in, right? Well, that's how the razor comes. That's it. So it's just slipped in there and comes with a tuck of blades. But like I said, for 35 bucks, I was like, okay, I'm into it. But that's how it comes. No special packaging or cost there. As he indicated, it is a magnetic design. So there you have the razor, and it's a dual comb. Apparently one side is more aggressive than the other. I don't know if that means blade exposure or if it's just blade gap. To me, there's a whole lot more involved in making something more efficient or aggressive, whatever term you want to use, and less mild than just blade gap. Everybody looks at gap. That's just how much space there. You also have to take into consideration the exposure of the blade sticking out, geometry of the razor. So you can see how strong the magnet is. It's a square handle design. I think they call it the Stinger, kind of playing off of Charcoal Goods. Has a little engraved bee there and some notching of honeycombs. But you look at that and it's nothing like, there's Everyday, nothing like the Charcoal Goods designs. Let's get some lather going. Get the blade in here. So you have 4 posts sticking up there that catch this section of the blade. You work it into position. And it pretty much holds it in place where it's going. Gently or not so gently, boom, it's on. So looking at it there, I'm going to guess this is mild, this is medium. I think they originally were advertising it mild and wild. It's like, yeah, anybody that does regular shaving, this is a new target audience he's looking for, I believe, because from what I've read, it's nothing like wild. So, all right, let's get to going here. Now let's see how the thing actually shaves. So in my mind, $95, I'm sorry. Aluminum razor at $95, I'm not buying. Too many other options out there and more attractive designs. But again, apparently he's looking for a different target audience. And not quite sure about if I sell enough of these, I might bring my other stuff back. If it is a distraction, it's a distraction. It's not going to change. I don't see how this selling enough of them is going to give him more time and less distraction to add other things. But what do I know? Maybe I'm just a negative Nancy because I'm tired. But anyway, for $35, that's something I'll take a look at, give a try. Let me dry this off. Protect the little milk glass insert. And we'll place that back where it goes up here. All right. I'm not trying to be negative on this. I'm just trying to be honest. And basically, I'm not saying anything that a lot of people in the forum weren't saying. It doesn't look like anything like charcoal goods, but they're trying to play on the experience of his past razors and what he produced. As I said, I used to have a level 2. I was looking to get another one. It was generation 1, level 2 stinger handle. And then things went crazy price-wise. I've also tried the everyday razor. That wasn't one for me. So I'm going to go with, and it doesn't really tell you what side is what on this. I think they would have an indicator for you. They do have scallop on one side and smooth on the other. And if I were to go by gap, I'm guessing. Let's just see. Yeah. That's the medium side. So the scallop is the medium. Okay, that feels very comfortable. And it does feel like it's cutting, although very mild. And the other question someone's going to ask is, what's the square handle like? It's comfortable, you know, your finger, mine going right where that groove is there. And feel the grip of the combs on the other side. You also have grips on both sides there if you want to grab it, and it feels comfortable. So as I said, I was not trying, and I'm not trying to be negative about it, but I'm just giving honest first impressions. And it's definitely not a $100 razor to me. But I could see it being in the $50 range, 35 to 50. I don't think there's as much involved as the Timeless razor as far as cost and producing. But what do I know? I'm not a machinist. Usually by the second pass, when that's complete, I have a pretty good idea. On where the shade's going to end up. just to let the grain pass, and I'm just taking down the beginning stubble, and I don't have a good idea. But once I get the cross grains, I have a better idea where we'll be after against the grain. Quick rinse. As you can see, you can maneuver the razor around easy enough. No fear of cutting yourself, really, but I do feel like it's cutting. And of course, I am only using the medium side. Yeah, to me, that mild side is pretty much pointless. And that's just not getting that problem area I have. Alrighty, let's see. Let's hit it with some. I'm not going to worry about witch hazel today. Yep, it's got witch hazel in it. We're just going to go ahead and use this. Love Ghost Town Barber. Chiseled Face Groomatorium. If you find a scent you like, I think they have really good aftershaves. They don't leave me greasy feeling. Good scent strength. And Ghost Town Barber is just a classic. We do have some coffee. Have I sipped any yet? I sure need it. So, quick rinse on it. A little dry. And here's the razor. And it does look like the design on the top here, it looks a lot like the everyday razor kind of was. Just give you a look of the razor around. The edges aren't sharp, they're smooth. A little overhang to be able to grab and pull off that strong magnets. There's no overhang for the blades. To me, very, very mild razor, but you know, gave a decent shave. It gives you both ends of the spectrum between using the Diamondback, which is titanium, and a $350 razor all day long, unless you got on the pre-order, which was a steal for a titanium razor of that quality. Uh, you know, just for 35 bucks, 45 bucks maybe, I could see this gaining traction and then being $100 razor. I don't see it, but that's just me. I'm happy to send this off to Patrick Okie Shaver if he wants to give this thing a try, see what he thinks about it. But yeah, I'm kind of meh about it. But anyway, again, not trying to be, you know, throw shade or anything on Brian. I just think it's a side gig. He doesn't, you know, it's like when he produced the design for West Coast Shaving to produce some heads. It's just a side gig, make some money, not have to be a lot of involvement for me. But this is nothing like charcoal goods that most of us would associate with charcoal goods. But decent razor. He's shooting for a different market, clearly. That's why it's going to be meh for me and most people. So I just try to do an honest review. And that's my feelings on it. Anyway, decent shave, close. Really have to keep going over areas if it's a problem area like your jawline you're trying to get. And I can still feel a little bit. It's definitely DFS or beyond, but it's not VBS there. Dave in Kentucky, be kind, be safe out there, and we'll see you on the forum.